This is not the end. It is not even the beginning.
What's happening, guys? This is James Blonde from MMOHut.com with a quick weekly recap for MMO news and announcements for the week ending July 1st, 2013. And first off in the news this week is FireFall and its final closed beta milestone, which happened last Thursday on the 27th. Red 5 Studios is giving current beta testers 2 weeks of exclusive access to the new milestone before open beta on July 9th, allowing loyal fans an early look at the much-anticipated PvP esports game type Jetball, and the first story-based episode Blackwater Anomaly. Kicking off Red 5's World Story reveal, Blackwater Anomaly is designed as an immersive, cooperative experience for 5-person squads. Players will finally get to venture out of New Eden into the melting storm that is taking over the world. Showcasing FireFall's upcoming open beta and storyline is a live-action teaser, which, to be honest with you, looks like it'd make a pretty decent TV show, sort of like Defiance or Falling Skies. The next bit of news I know viewers have been asking about lately has to do with Mabinogi. There have been a lot of recent updates to the game, but as of last Tuesday, the Saga era has begun in Episode 1, Fate's Origin, the Demon, is now available in-game. Saga era is set up to deliver players new content from June 28th all the way through September 6th, which features all new quests, new NPCs to meet, a brand new storyline, and plenty of in-game events including the Black Dragon Raid. Players should also know to tune into Mabinogi's website for a new video like the one playing in the background showcasing a new piece of the story every Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Well, it looks like we have more news from Killer Combo this week with Elsword Transformation Evolution series. First it was just plain Transformation, and now it's Transformation Evolution. You know, it sounds cooler. Last week started the new series with the launch of the newest class called Infinity Sword. The new series will yet again add new classes for each of Elsword's 6 characters. The Infinity Sword class is an enhanced version of the Sheath Knight class, retaining the ability to dual-wield swords and gains all new capabilities and an exciting new look. This incredibly fast melee class will also have a big impact on Elsword's PvP mode, as with the Transformation series before, adding plenty of new strategy for players to implement on their playstyles. Last Thursday marked early access for Gundog and MMOHut players. The rest of the players started up this past weekend for this game's open beta. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with the game, Gundog is a third-person shooting game featuring various breeds of dogs as the main characters, but it's the tactical trading card and RPG elements that make the game unique. Various cards allow players to work towards specialized units, and it's definitely a game that brings new twists to the usual shooter game, so it might be worth a shot. Hi-Res Studios has been pretty busy this month rolling out a series of major changes to SMITE in terms of character redesigns, map balances, new items, and new active and consumable options. Working its way into the esports scenes, these updates have given players so much more strategic decisions that can get them that extra mile, distinguishing the higher competitive tiers. The latest update revamps the primary 5v5 conquest mode, including larger lanes and adjusted audio distance to make it easier to navigate the camera and fight within the jungle, yet more difficult to identify enemy activity sneaking between lanes and stealing jungle mobs. The base itself has also been adjusted to a smaller, more manageable size, with a nerf to the Phoenix respawn times thrown in to keep the balance between offense and defense on par. But the cool thing is, the Aphrodite skin. A new update has come to the Aurora World as of last week. This new patch is packed with shiny new content, including a peek at all the latest content in the next chapter video playing in the background. The level cap has been increased to 70, and players can now join up with other players to take on new challenges that lie ahead with new skills they unlock for each profession. Not to mention new armor, weapons, and areas to explore. The much anticipated Nation Wars has arrived during the patch, along with upgrades to the servers, and new server locations have been added to reduce lag. Now's a good time to hop in the game to tag along in some of the celebratory in-game events. MicroVolts is on their next theme of the week, it seems. This time it's Clockwork Wings, a mixture of steampunk and nature. The latest update makes a Capture the Battery mode available on the Toy Garden map, and of course the steampunk nature theme works its way into the various weapons and gear in the game. But the capsule machine is now upgraded to show stats, and players can now purchase rock tokens directly in-game. Area Games is adding new content for its recruits in the open beta of Soldier Front 2. Players can now arm themselves with plenty of newly released weapons, try out the new escape mode, and play on 4 more maps that weren't available in closed beta. In the new escape mode, one team must first reach and activate a signal point to call down a helicopter and then fight their way to an extraction point, whereas the opposing team just has to stop their enemies from ever reaching the helicopter in the first place. There are a lot of new features added to the game since the closed beta, and all of them are available to all players now in open beta. New details have emerged for Mew ReBirth, a new adaptation of Mew Online. Originally referred to Mew Chronicle R, this exciting new adaptation focuses heavily on intense PvP interaction and features 3 exciting new components. First off, faster leveling. Players can get up to level 400 in just 2 hours. That's ridiculous. The ReBirth feature, after reaching level 400, players can strengthen their characters by starting again at level 1 to accumulate more points while their stats remain at level 400. And of course, new free items. Players can earn in-game cash for new weapons and armor that wasn't available before. It's not Mew 2 like people were expecting, but all of this and more will be open to players coming this Wednesday the 3rd. The new tactical turn-based MOBA-style game from Sneaky Games, Arena of Heroes, is completely available to players cross-platform. In this game, players can choose from a variety of unique heroes to form their team of 4 to go to the Tower Apex Arena and battle their opponents. Currently, there are 13 heroes available, and new ones will arrive all the time. It's an interesting take on a mobile-style game, especially since it's turn-based. You might want to check it out. Pick it up on your iPad or on your PC. Then you can play it again on your iPad, and then again on your PC. Marvel Heroes is having a 10-day Star-Spangled Sale for the 4th of July, and players can save on almost every hero and costume available. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but discounts are up to 50% on a lot of characters. The nice thing is, if players recently purchased the characters that are now going on sale as of June 25th, they'll refund the difference in in-game currency. Our last bit of news for this week has to do with PlanetSide 2 and the new battle islands coming to Araxis. These islands are designed to emulate the live game as closely as possible, but in a tighter space to encourage outfit versus outfit competitive, close quarters gameplay. All the gear, vehicles, and features will be available, just with fewer places to hide and not so massively open. In the video playing in the background is a sneak peek of one of the battle islands called Nexus. Some of you might recognize this as a throwback from the original PlanetSide. But with that said, that about wraps up the MMO news and announcements for this week. Like always, if you're looking for more information about the news featured here, check the links in the description below. Otherwise, head over to MMOHut.com/news. Feel free to discuss the news in the comments below, or head over to MMOHut.com/forums. But until next time, guys, that's going to be it for me. I'm James Blonde. See you out there, gamers.